got things out the way. So let's get right up into it. Share, like, subscribe, pimpish, ish like that. This is that type. Ish though. Shout out to all the elders that I've been vibing with lately. Now, some elders gotta be old. Some elders be older than you. Yeah, the elders I'm talking about the olds that go back before 2000. Let's even tip the scale to 2003, because some of them people I met 2003 that I spoke to. Like my boy Disco. Shout out BX, my B boy. Yo, it makes sense, boy. And you celebrated, man. You honored, and it makes sense, B. Yeah, you got to look at the trials and tribulations. You got all these individuals that need to get somewhere, Disco. So when you say people fucking up the bag, nah, they can't fuck that bag up. What they can do is just harass the narration. They can't fuck your bag up, homie. They can't even fuck the bee's bag up because there's a lot of honey in that money on money. You know what I mean, though? Let's move right along. Big is, salute. I feel you, big homie. And what we gonna do is we gonna work this cycle on no man left behind. You know, I'm an elder. I no longer gang bang. I let the whole world know that, right? Yet I love where I came from. And where I came from was struggle, bonding, education, motivation. I never knew deception, so at least I learned deception through the organizational experiences, and it was more good than bad. Hardships came more in these years, the latter part of my lifestyle, like age blossoming, growing beautifully. That's where, when the struggles was real in real times, yet now, last 5 years, there's been many authors, and don't worry about those people. You know, they got to live with what they know they created. Sometimes it was a great reason. Other times it's just the season, you know? And if you ain't built, you're going to get swept under the current, whether you right, whether you wrong, strong, or real right, as those claim every day, you know? They do that, then they say what they are, yet they show different. That's another. I'm doing my best to jump over the fence, yet I'm definitely gonna keep my cleats for this side of the street, you know, the dark side. Yeah, I'm doing my best to climb the fence and turn over a new chapter and give some positive relief, you know. I know me as an individual, I have the knack to help those mend things. And I also have the ability to separate things. Me, the choices that come from emotional directions due to, one, not being appreciated, two, being lied upon, lied to, and betrayal is just, it's hard to try and like come back in the area you know is not worthy of you and don't want to have worth with you. So in them type of experiences, I realize either I'm gonna die by the wrong people in this lifestyle, or I'm gonna go to jail forever getting rid of a few people that's in this lifestyle in the wrong manner. So with the added on shout outs, let's continue. Big Iz has things to speak on, and we're gonna have that story. That wasn't a story for y'all. That was just opportunity. He wanted to speak to me and speak to y'all, let y'all know a few things that I haven't let y'all hear so far. Shout out to Shockwell. We're gonna repair our ish, Shockwell. We're gonna start this shit over just like I wanted to say, yet I thought it was gonna happen when we got together in the hospital. I thought whatever head bumps we had, a washout. Yet it wasn't meant for us to go through that. We needed to have more jousts and go through more things that unfortunately didn't do better for us. Yet I believe a level of admiration might come from one of us in one of these situations to still have us kick it, you know, and you're intelligent. I believe that my intelligence is seeing you by you, and I feel that if we continue how we build now, we can do much better than we did. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, you know, sincere. Took me off your block list, so that's a plus on my way. And we're gonna continue out in the late night bills, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Also want to give a big shout out to Yellow Boy. Oh, that shit was a motherfucking joy together. You know, Shockwell, he always got the contacts. Surprised me today. Heard from the OG. Locked you in. I ain't call you back because me and Quell was FaceTiming and all that yet. I gotta speak to my boy. Who else? Shaquell, again, it's ill, right? This is why we mending shit, right? Shaquell put me on to something that happened years ago. He told me a couple of earlier years ago, yet he showed me, along with read to me, a message he got from years ago, 4 years ago exactly. And it was good to see it and watch him read it while looking at it. You know, it was from Tom Cross, you know what I'm saying? And believe you me, I'm gonna get the story with Tom Cross. Not the story y'all wanna hear. Yeah, we're gonna touch that area because it wasn't nothing for me. It was hard for me to go through something I didn't go through by the masses of the Red Crew, which was supposed to be on my side. Yet, I had to go through, again, the Phantom Fighter. I had to battle a story of bowing down and being a bitch to this individual years ago, decades ago, 98 in fact, all right? And fortunately, it didn't make nobody want to come and kill me and stab me up. Yet you can have people on your meter and your Richter scale go from super thug to, oh, he's a bozo. Man, fuck that dude. He ain't real, right? And I'm getting all this for nothing when I'm the first person to crack a code that I didn't know was gonna get cracked. I happen to be the person with stature, come up in the jail, I'm loyal to Mac, and I'm like, he said this guy got to go, he got to go. Funny thing about it, it's a lie. So you can't tell me one thing and show me another thing. You told me that he got killed in '89, going up in the jail with the brother. I find out OG Todd died earlier than that, preferably in the middle of the '80s. So there's no way in hell Cross could have killed him. Along with everybody already saying he wasn't your brother, OG Mac. They say OG Ty wasn't your brother. It was the first thing to be like, okay, well, it don't matter. It was somebody that he had super love for to want to call him his brother. And tell me personally that he never was blood, yet if OG Ty was here with him, he would have made OG Ty be blood. So for that right now, he gonna stamp him OG Ty. Y'all gonna put rest in peace OG Ty at into all y'all kites, and y'all gonna go handle this dude. Little did he know, and I know as me being a close individual to him before blood and breaking a lot of rules through our friendship, it would be me to go there and find out something's wrong with this order, and we gotta fix it. So, hearing the story, fast forward, Tom Cross saying that he wish I had a show so he could have kicked it to me and dropped his information to the world. He wanted to give his rendition of how he didn't kill Kevin Child's mother. So that's what I'm gonna speak to him about. I'm gonna allow him to have the voice that didn't work, in my opinion, so well on the fruit, the fruit corns on Podcast Street, I don't know if I'm saying this, Fruit Corn TV show correct yet. He interviewed Tom Cross recently. I did a reaction on it, reached out, asked Shaquell to holler at Tom Cross and tell him he can come on my show and he can spit whatever he need to spit to get his message out there. Because little do y'all know, back then, I liked Cross Course. He had friends of mine, Ali Sham, shout out to that beloved, wherever he is. Shout out to Goldie, my homie Life from the Bronx. He had friends that was mine, and they speak in favorable for him. Sabu, Zulu, It's a lot of individuals. Yo, Cross is a good individual. Yo, he's a real dude. Yo, man, if you had a problem, man, he'd be there with you because he recognized all them things getting this foul. Yet, when it's really real and you understand that there's only one decision you get to make, you have to pick a side. And I stayed on the side I was on. My side was Mac's side. Whether Mac lied, recreated, exaggerated, I'm on that side. And being on that side, only thing I can do is just fall with him or rise with him. It's just on this one, standards are standards. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Tom Cross. And I got your messages, and if somebody get messages to him as fast as Shockwell get him, let him know, man. We gonna have fun when we do our interview. Kevin Child's gonna hear his message. We gonna make sure we spread that out there, because everybody can't just be guilty in this game. Some people might cross at one time with my instance. If you got your enemies correcting your actions without even knowing if it's true or not, say, he ain't do it. I'm telling you, man. He ain't do that, son. That's word of my mama. You doing all that for a person just because you feel they didn't do something. You got to watch yourself, because you're blind by like a little too much devotion, more than you even giving yourself room to look at a fact. So I see that you got individuals like Cross and many people, I'm not even going to drop those other names, that can be in the bond just because they got a rep. He going to make you feel he did it in the right time. He going to make you feel, and he ain't going to correct you, even if he didn't do it. If it helps him, like me, oh shit, that's the guy that want no smoke with that. That make you, you know what I'm saying? Whether you got a rep or not, it's a plus. We got to look at the art of war. You got to look at I Ching. You got to look at Prince. You got to look at why individuals pushed all these philosophers, bills of strategy. Winston Churchill utilized it to expose even a great adversary. Tricknology is just like gambling. People believe the gamble and the stroke of bad luck was in their way when they was rused and a person had the ploy going on and ganked you for the most part. And you looked at it like, damn, they ill, they good, and yeah, in the wrong way. A way for you to want to kill them because you was honorably giving them a shout out, yet deception is the one that took you over. So sometimes you just gotta be careful. Don't get yourself in a situation like that. Like, an individual, ain't gonna say his name now, me and him was kicking it lately. Shout out to him too. You know who you be, because you watch me. You even critique some of the ish I be doing. Shout out to you, old timer. We about to get together soon as well. An old timer kicked it to me one day. He was like, yo, you know what, pimp? You should have shot Cross. Wrong or right. You should just shot him. Made your rep just jump over the fence, cause you not doing that, set the precedent for everybody, like question you and like make your role kind of hard when manipulation was done by others, enemies or other brothers. You know, it's you know, unfortunately, strategies to manipulation, you know what I'm saying? And some people is better than others. I wasn't manipulating. I was using actual love. I come from the examples of having my own gym star, don't even know your real name, yet I know we outside and we just about to get ran down on, or eventually we gonna be popping. So instead of just have you running around with me without a weapon after I ask you, you holding and you say no, I would break my gym in half and give it to you and say, well, let's go. You gonna put in work? Yeah. And that's when I start to break in. Here you go. Let's go. So to not get that type of area recognition of an A-alike person of having that same attitude back to me, yeah, fuck yeah, that's a problem. But yet, it made me strong as a mother. I endured things. But we're gonna get to that another time. I'm on the shout out tip. Shout out to my boy Hamo. A lot of people want to hear more from him. Should I? HDMD, salute, shout out. Shoot, what up, man? Shout out. Yo, I also want to give a shout out to Hamos Tank taking his time to live his life, not give y'all all his story. Do I want to interview him and talk to him more about where he going, where he coming from, and some ideas that I know he got, and discussing it and breaking it down to the people? Sure. Man, sometimes you got to give people their distance. You got to let them heal. You got to let them grow. And you can't always assist them. You can't even be in their path sometimes. Distance got to be the Band-Aid for some people. Because if you being only the relief for them, when you ain't around, they lost. You know what I'm saying? So you got to allow them to do what they supposed to do for them. And if the love and the opportunity and the actual business is supposed to go down, it's going to go down. Might be a month later, but it's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, yeah, y'all want to hear about things. Y'all want to hear from them. Get them some space. Like right now, I can only hear from Iz when I hear from him. When he come through, I'm going to make sure y'all hear from him. When he don't, I ain't contacting this people. Yo, tell him I said what up. You know what I'm saying? He good? Because I ain't hear from him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't called me yet. You spoke to him? And I'm really checking why I ain't hear from him. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. Nah, mind your business. Relax. Have some patience. Discipline yourself, B. Just like you did to get out the system. Some people wanted to get out a day later, a year later. Got out a decade later. You made it happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smiz. Troublemaking ass motherfucker. Smiz, if y'all don't know, he helped me get in contact with Iz. See, y'all be thinking it's all about that person and this person and that person from this generation, from that Brim hood or that Stone hood or that UBN figure or that independent person. Sometimes it comes from your local neighbor from a different borough. You know what I'm saying? I bet you it's many more neutrals tighter with some of your big homies than his right-hand blood is, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, having a relationship with Smiz and keeping a relationship with him made it even easier for him to tell Iz, yo, it's time for you to talk to Pig. And then link the puzzles. So shout out to my boy, man. Hope you're feeling better. Hope your analyst yesterday worked, and you can let me know what's going on today. Who else I'm shout out? I know motherfucker, the word to mother we that's yeah. Shout out to Brazy, Jersey Finest. We gotta do something, Braze. You know what I'm saying? Time ain't happen because we ain't really pushing that real pedal for it to happen. So in the next week and a half, let's make something happen. I really want to do it in different aspects. Give you 2 relevant topics and I chime in. And I take 2 relevant topics and you chime in. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about how it is in Jersey, how it is in New York, how it was, how it is, and what it could do for your generation and for your generation to speak up to the elders. And if you want help, ask them, man. Yo, man, we need y'all to stop trying to blame when y'all got to point at somebody. Act like you don't need them when y'all on Easy Street. Embrace your elders, man. It ain't all about learning something from them all the time. Give back to them. Give the love and honor back to them. Like, who are y'all to always find some way to say they ain't earn it? But when you see them, you hear all the ill accolades about them. You ain't know. You like word, 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 word. Yet you knew that person was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Knew it. You know what I'm saying? Type. You know what I'm saying? How they pop. Yet when you hear the particulars, you like, oh, they know you. Oh, you know them. Oh, I ain't know y'all. Oh, y'all was together. Word the mother. Yo, that's the big. And now all of a sudden they get credit just for their company. That shit crazy sometimes, B. You know what I'm saying? Word. They told me to put up a question, so I'm gonna do it. Know what I mean? Hold up. Who do you feel needs their flowers? I think that's a good question. You know what I mean? I think that's a good question. Okay, shout out to Mel Murder. Yo, Mel Murder, man, I don't know what's going on with you, bro. You doing what I really was hoping. You staying low, boy, lower than I could have. Yo, you act like you ain't get released type of low. Billy Love, it's this cat from Non-Trade, right? I ain't gonna use his name yet. He was talking smack DVD to me, all because I defend something on my post that he answered to that had no question to. He jumped on there, and it did have a question. I said, drop their names if you know their name respectively. That's the only thing I asked for. The title was, forget who you know, I know who I know, right? All because the guy in the picture was just like what he claimed, non-trade gangster. He called drug addicts, not drug addict. Not, yo, you're a drug addict. He puts drug addict. So I'm like, the fuck? He going to pimp, yo, you should mind your business because you been fell off. You was a bozo. Let me say something to you, Abi, and you need to really take this to the bank. So just in case you got that from one of them heavy star athletes in the Billy world from Sing Sing, yeah, I was neutral in population with a date for 6 months. I went out every day. They tell you that while I was neutral in Sing Sing? See, the problem is you will see it as I'm not you walking out the door. I made it to a door that you never had to worry about seeing so far away. You always had a parachute to leap over a bush, not even come out of a plane, leap over a bush when you did bids. Mine was dark, far down the hallway. You know, hell had a lot of fire and smoke. You ain't see the hallway sometimes, let alone the door. Yet you try and find blame like I'm a gate bang with you, yet when we out here in these streets, it's all love. We even got a flick, my fault, I got a flick, us and my motherfucker past, right? And fortunately, I don't think I got it up on social media nowhere. That use a bozo. I said it then and blocked you so we can stop the back and forth. I'm around. I asked you where you at, like, yo, where's your head at? And I wanted to know where was you just in case you was a New Yorker again. And we can meet up. But you come off like you got reservations and you got my IG and you ain't never saying nothing. So to jump on in, then yapping your mouth, you sound like a clown, cloud chaser. Sound like a mad Billy. You don't even sound like, you know what I'm saying, that Lottie. You just, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna leave that alone right there. Shout outs. We back on that type of time. Shy motherfucking nitty. What up, boy? Hit you back today. I ain't head back yet. I understand. I don't know. If it's the same thing you said before, I don't know. We're gonna keep it right there and keep it pushing. But shout out to you, General. Next week we gonna get to eating together when I come back from Carolinas. Speaking of Carolinas, for all those down in the Carolinas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Monday, December 1st, yo boy, the underdog, pimpish, ish like that, type ish. I'm gonna be down there in Fayetteville because I ain't never in my life been to an inauguration, and I'm going to one now, right? The project for the people you need to understand, I got 2 challenges I'm about to join, right? One vote. That's what December verse is gonna be. One day I'm gonna let y'all know fast and soon about my brother Tony Brown. We're gonna let you know about the one vote movement where we get all in accord. So once everybody's on and they monitor and checking the vote that they push, they can also show the reasons and the values of the vote and the collaboration and the powerful backing. So that's what we doing on the inauguration day. We mobbing in a good way, positive way. No gang shit, but we gonna come with some gangster mob. You know what I mean? Just in case, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be there and y'all wanna act up out there. We gotta crowd control or we gotta move the crowd. One of the two. Just know we gonna be there, you know what I mean? And I hope y'all can pull up. Fayetteville, man. Early evening. Be ready. 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I need at least 1,000 of you G's to pull up. I need people from VA to pull up, from PA to pull up. I need North Carolina to pull up. And it's all in a level of having a voice to Congress. Nah, this ain't no powwow behind no club strip and we gang ties meeting. No. We going where there's nothing but secret services and men of power and prestigeness and giving back to the people that say we the problem. So if you around, I'll get back into that probably a little bit more before the weekend gets through. And let's do something right. Remember, Tony Brown. Don't act like I ain't put your on to the bro. Shout out to him as well. Shout out to Frankie Boo with your good job turnaround. A lot of people don't know about changes, people. If you take your time and stop trying to diss them older people and wish that they was like all these new young boys out here with the latest thousands of trends, you find out it's more successful elders than failures. So, you might want to check up on them. Hit that like button, man. I've been in here talking to y'all and I don't see that light going off, man. So down the line, when this thing is going off tomorrow, hit that like button. Just let them know, man. Pimpish is climbing up. And he got this thing called Late Night Chronicles sometimes. And this is one of them, you know what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out, whether Smiz like it or not. Diesel, yo, what up, man? I heard you when you mentioned me in the motherfucking Fruit broadcast. I knew that was you. Ain't too many Diesels I know being brolic out there. Get on. Whatever that shit is with you and Smiz, though, don't get caught up in that shit with Fruit, you heard? And just leave that ish alone, man. 'Cause, you know what I mean? It's good with me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to those that don't know I care about y'all, right? And I'm only gonna give y'all a few of y'all, right? And y'all owe me a story, because y'all got a story, right? CK, not Corey King, right? It's this brother that I know from upstate. Non-Trey gangster, fish out, right? And he been on the other individuals' platform, and he owe me and all that. And I don't hold no grudge, because that wasn't the time to give it to me. I ain't had the right questions. I ain't have a good heart. I had a menacing get back hard, and a little reserved for my brother at that time. So that conversation would have probably been more negative than positive. Today, got some good ish for you. So, yo, CK, if you see this, hit me, man. We got the bot. And with that, I just would like to tell y'all people that it's time to stop the fuckery. I see a lot of people out there. Oh, let's make this public. Bad vibes. Don't worry, I ain't doing that, Quell. Smiz, I ain't even gonna do what you want me to do either. But bad vibes. In 2 interviews, I watched you. You got my number, you ain't do it yet. You did it in 2 interviews, so now I'm like trying to wonder if you setting up something. Cause IB all of a sudden came at me from nowhere. And maybe because you and Mandu is doing this, you know, this podcast going on, maybe it was something worthy of you having maybe a content chase, right? What's this fall from grace shit? Like, you looked up to me and you know all that before the fall from grace. You said that twice. Like, you define what fall from grace I did. And if you gonna say, nah, not me, why the fuck is you saying it? So I believe you're saying it. So I'm asking you, what fall from grace, bro? And we don't gotta spar. You know what I'm saying? You can hit my line if you don't want to come back on the waves yet. I'm trying to figure how could you give me a shout out and this at the same time? You could have just do what men do. Never talk to me, never holler at me, never give me a shout out. Act like we ain't exist. Act like I ain't one of the voices that was like, nigga, you coming home, man, do. Remember, man, do. But I guess time changed, huh? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was the Stone lifestyle or something yet. I was with you from the Warrior Clan days, but that's a whole nother other story. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Bad Vibe. Yeah, I really would like to know what was that about, Bad Vibe. And I'm trying to sway the shit with you and Smiz, because he showed me that part in the comment where you was like, yeah, peace on yo, man. I know him from back in the days. And, you know, that's what he's saying. What did you mean? You know, I was going to even call you one day there, but I was like, nah, you know what, because I'm trying to, you know, turn a new leaf yet. Out of everything tonight, that's one thing that's been rubbing me wrong with a lot of, what's that about? So I asked you in front of the brothers and sisters we both know, what's that about? Who am I not giving it just to shout out to like I just gave to my boy CK the non-Trey Billy from Ups. Yo, you know who would be a good interview too for the young generation? Y'all know, y'all capo, your head cheese for MOB. Tell him to holler at me, man. That'll be a good interview. Because he gonna give me a lot of his little slickness. And I got the right questions without, you know, having his face look like, yo, why you get on? You know what I'm saying? We got to stop this narration of the young and old don't have a bond. Even though he a young, old motherfucker. You know what I mean? More young than old. And I feel it would be an honor for me and him to joust on TV with the politics of the now and the before and where the direction could be led to, the LLC equity chances that's being ignored. I think, you know, the jokes, all the little G shit that we do and the clowning, I think we can really have a good one. So CK, non-Trey, Solo Bolo, MOB, GKB. And motherfucking Audi, yo, Audi, man, all that bearing bones and listen, Rico Flintway, Domicano, Tom Cruise of this gangster-ish big, man. Let's talk again, man. You ain't listened to my convo, B. You ain't been listening to me, man. But that's all right, you know what I'm saying? I sing you out there too, man. Sean Boyd, salute. Moshe, seen the picture of y'all, man. Salute to the brothers that's striving, man. Everybody ain't gonna get the right limelight, even though you got the glow. Yeah, people forget people know people, and the real people is the people that know them before they was successful. I remember watching Moshe walk through Auburn. Salute, my G. Hey, yo, everybody remember this new leaf of mine is, right? I'm 2 challenges chasing. 1, I'm going to let you know the brother tomorrow. Yeah, his challenge is to rep your motherfucking flag. Yeah, rep it right. And don't get a mistake. I don't think Hocus meant drop your flag. He just ignorant, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know how to speak the language of the elders and understand at the same time. Help the youth, stop the violence. The fuckery is making the brand look terrible. Nobody want to buy into it. That's an understanding. It's a given. Yet dropping something that people hold dear, hold up, that's a no-go. So only thing I did is just chime in because it sounded like it was an intentional, upsetted decision and feeling that was sure for him, yet he wanted to pass it out. You know what I'm saying? You can't pass out hurt like that. Yet that's a whole nother other. So my brother is saying, why can't you rep your flag right? Why can't there be elders, mid-level ages, to the youth, repping consistently, positively? See, everything in a gang ain't crime. Everything in a gang is not violence. It's more fun when you believe in your company. So just say, no problems happen, and you go out 10 deep. That's not a lot of people if you going somewhere like Fuego Base, what's that? Sosa, Fuego, what, you know what I'm talking about. Sosa, Caliente, that spot that everybody go to. 10 deep is needed because, you know, it's kind of big. You know, there's a lot of people that be in the BX out there. Yet, 10 deep is enough that when y'all chilling, yo, or the table and the food, last supper type look, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of voices, a lot of cheerfulness. You got people's back. You got choices. You got one people that know how to mediate shit, get extra things for free, get the bitches. Niggas go, oh, the plug came through. Oh, yo, got the tickets to go to a lot of things happen when it's a lot of real rights in the crowd. It's shining. It's a lot of glowing. If you incorporate that with opportunity, being invited to places because y'all carry yourself correctly, it could be a better type of lifestyle. So I'm making sure I start connecting with the right people. Now, all the people I might not connect with. Contact is different. Connect with the elevate, it's another thing. I'll be back another day, man. Midnight Chronicles. Pimpish.